Lunchtime Live. I have so much to share with you today, and I'm very, very, very excited because the first thing I want to show you is I got a new toy. Okay, so here's the story. I have been streaming a lot. I've been using a lot of video where I'm showing my face and my hands. And for my face, I've just been using the integrated camera in my laptop, which is fine, but you know, it's kind of blurry. It's not that high def. And I was like, you know, I think it's time that I get a nicer camera. So I'm asking my friends online. I said, you know, is there a camera that you like? What do you guys recommend for a webcam? Nothing too fancy, just something for live streams. And oh my God, my friend who is like the bestest person in the world right now, Nadia from Yarn Utopia, she messages me and she says, no, don't buy one. I have one I'm not using and I'm just going to send it to you. And she's awesome. And it came in the mail yesterday, so are you ready for the big reveal? Here we go. This is the new camera. Look at that. Look at how much clearer it is, right? I love it. Yeah, you can see all the little flaws in my makeup now too, but anyway. I love the new camera. Thank you, Nadia. And everybody, please go check out Yarn Utopia. It's yarnutopia.com. And as I always do, I will put all of the links in the comments on this video if you're watching on Facebook, and in the description of the video if you're watching on YouTube. Okay, so thank you, Nadia. Nadia from Yarn Utopia, everybody. She's the bestest person in the world today. She's also a really great person every day, but I can't say she's the bestest person every day because there's other people who are also the bestest people sometimes. I have a lot of people I like. Okay, so beyond that, I have something else to get excited about. I got mail. It's the Crochet magazine, the winter magazine, the winter edition. And right here, right there, where it says, check out the Pockets hooded scarf. Guess who designed that? That one's mine. Okay, let me show it to you. Hang on real quick. I'm going to switch to here. All right. Oops. Come on. There we go. Okay, so this is the Crochet Magazine Winter 2020. And right here, this scarf is mine. It's Check Out the Pockets hooded scarf. And what it is it's that buffalo plaid, right? And I use the buffalo plaid for the pockets and then up here for the hood, which you can't really see in the picture, but the hood is actually buffalo plaid as well. So it's got buffalo plaid pockets and hood. And then what I did in this part is I took the colors from the buffalo plaid and I made 3 different sections for the scarf. So there's this side, and the back in those 3 colors. So it's kind of like a deconstructed plaid because, you know, it's always cooler if you say deconstructed. Anyway, so that was the other thing I'm super excited about. Oops, sorry. That's the other thing I'm super excited about. And that just came out. I don't even know where it's available yet, but I know it's on their website. So again, I'll add that link later. So other than that, new pattern, my newest pattern, oh, I'm gonna have to switch the camera back again. But my newest pattern is the clip-on hand sanitizer cozy. So this is such a cool thing because you can take any of these bottles and you put the cozy on it and you can clip it onto stuff. So I want to show you a couple things with that. Sorry for the back and forth, but so here you can see I've used 3 different kinds of clips. There's this one, which I can never pronounce this and I'm not going to try. It's that one that starts with a C because I'm going to embarrass myself if I try. This is a key ring with a lobster clasp attached. And this is just a key ring. So this is what I would use to attach it to my actual keys. This is what I would use to attach it to like a purse strap or something like that. And this one was super cool because I could actually attach this to my leash. This, I actually stole this clip. This clip is from the little poop bag holder that I have. So I stole this clip and borrowed it for this. And this type of clip can come on and off really easily. I had in the pattern said to slide it onto your clip first, just because if you're using like a key ring, it's easier to slide the strap through the ring rather than just try to slide the ring onto the strap. But either way, you can even with the key ring, because I'll tell you a secret. I thought of that while writing the pattern because I forgot to do that in person, and sliding the key ring on was kind of a pain. And I'm like, you know, it would have been easier if I had slid it through before sewing the little seam. Okay, so those are some different kinds of clips you can use with this. And I wanted to show you, because there was no real easy way to describe this in the pattern, I wanted to show you how the bottles come in and out. The key with this is it's got a tight little ring here, which fits the neck of the bottle. So it works for any bottle that has a neck and shoulders like this, like travel size bottle. So this kind of bottle has, you know, a neck and shoulders, but it's round, or this kind of bottle, any bottle with a neck and shoulders, you're good. So to put it on and take it off, you just pull the strap out of the way, because remember, it's yarn, it all stretches, right? Pull the strap out of the way, slide it off. Okay, to put it on, here's what it looks like flat. Okay, so to put it on, you do the same thing. Pull the strap out of the way, stick the bottle in, and you might have to do a little bit of, you know, zhuzhing it around. Zhuzhing is a good word. Zhuzhing it around to get it over the edge here, but you just pull it into place, and it'll stretch to fit around the bottle, and there you go. So it's easy to take on and put off. You can replace the bottle whenever it's empty. And this is the newest pattern. It's on stitchesandscraps.com right now. If you just go to the home page, it's the first post. But I'll also put the link up. And before we switch back the camera view, I want to show you what the prize is, because this pattern is for my Scrappy Stitcher Stash Bash, which is the crochet along we're working on. And obviously there's prizes, right? So this week's prize, or this month's prize, is a mask from TaylorMade Cosplay. This one is actually my mask. This is the mask that I wear every time I leave the house, which is why it's looking a little bit misshapen at the moment. I wear it, I wash it in the sink when I come back in. Like, I wash my hands, I wash my mask, and I just throw it in the bathtub to dry. So it's been really convenient. And this came from TaylorMade Cosplay. You may remember Mary Beth, well, you may know Mary Beth Temple because she is, well, here, let me finish showing you this and then I'll switch back to my face. So this, this mask, it's a pleated mask, so when you put it on, it goes, you know, like that. And I got custom straps because Mary Beth loves me. I think the one she's offering right now has white straps, but I'm not sure. You can see it in her store, which again, I will link to. Okay, let me switch back here so I can talk to you. So you may remember Mary Beth from the Meet the Maker or Maker Spotlight interview series that I did. I'm not sure if you probably know her already from her crochet designs, because, you know, she's a fabulous crochet designer who's been around forever and ever and ever. And she also runs TaylorMade Cosplay, where they do all sorts of cosplay accessories and all sorts of different products. She's got some scrunchies, she's got all different, you know, she's got cool t-shirts that relate to cosplay too. And it's a fun group. I've met some of the people she works with there. And right now they've shifted most of their business to doing these masks because, you know, that's what the times call for. So this is how the mask goes on. I want to show you what I've done. It doesn't come with these loops tied. I kind of did that. This one is a big loop. So I put that one over my head first. And then this one is, I tied it on my head so it's actually the right size. So when I'm out in the car, I can just slide it over. Yeah, sorry, I'm covering my face. I can just slide it over and pull it down like that. And yeah, it's loose here, but you know, I'm not wearing it a lot for a long time. So that's how I put on this mask, and it fits perfectly. It tucks under my glasses. I haven't had a fogging issue, and it's really comfortable to wear. So that is how it goes on. And then when I can either pull it down like this. I'm going to knock these AirPods out, aren't I? I can either pull it down like that, or I can just take it off, which we're going to try and do without totally messing up my hair and ruining the sound. Sorry, guys. Hang on. Ah! All right. Oop. Mask head. Okay. Oh, there goes the earbuds. Ah. All right. That was probably not a good idea to do in a live video. Remember that for next time. Okay, so that is the mask, and what we're doing for the giveaway is you can win one mask of your choice from her store, from whatever is in stock. She's constantly got different fabrics and stuff. She's got some really cute stuff, so be sure to check her out. And that is Tailor Made Cosplay. She's on Etsy, and I think she's also on Facebook under Tailor Made Cosplay, but all the links are in the pattern for the hand sanitizer. And I thought it would be really cool, you know, Christmas is coming up, people are starting to do stocking stuffers and all that. How cool would it be to get a fancy mask and then make one of these to match? Get a little bottle of hand sanitizer and package it all up as like a stocking stuffer or or even as a gift. You know, it would be a great teacher gift too, I think, right? So that is the idea behind that. That is the clip-on hand sanitizer cozy. I showed you the magazine pattern. The other things, okay, so there's a couple cows coming up. Yeah, everything's cows right now. The shoebox cow I told you about last week, where I've got my little not hacky sack, because that's trademarked, my little foot bag pattern. My pattern for that comes out September 22nd. So keep an eye out for that. But the cow is going on right now, so you can also get all the patterns right now. She's got a package where you could buy all the patterns in advance, or you can wait and see the patterns as they come out. The other cal that's coming up is everybody's favorite. This is the most popular cal we do over at CAL Central, and that is the Holiday Stash Down cal. So what that is, the theme of that is things you can make for holiday gifts or holiday decor that you can use up your stash. So it's small quantities of any particular yarn. It's patterns that can use any yarn. That kind of thing. There's always some fantastic prizes, and Marie has not let us down this year. We have some fantastic prizes again. So that is coming up. I believe it starts next week. It starts next Monday, or you know, this coming Monday. So like just in a few days. My pattern for that comes out October 19th. I'm not yet sure what I'm making. Shh, don't tell anybody. But that will be coming out on October 19th. And then there's another cal too that I was going to tell you about next week, but as long as I'm talking about cals, I'll tell you. It's going on all year. Or not all year. It's going on for 80 days. It's the 80 days of polyfill. It's a cal from Fairfield for their polyfill. And I do have a pattern coming out in that. It's coming out in a couple of weeks. And I do know what I'm making for that, but I can't spill the beans yet. So it's going to be another amigurumi in the line of those little baby amigurumis I've been making, but I'm not telling you what it is yet. So stay tuned for that. I'll tell you more next week. And that is all of the new stuff going on that I have to tell you about. So now I want to demo something for you. And it's not a tutorial this time. I want to show you something that Clover sent me. And they did send this to me for free for a review. And I've been taking my time with that. They sent this to me some while ago. I've been taking my time with the review because I've never used one of these before. And I wanted to practice on several different things and see, you know, how it works on different things so that I could do a really good, honest review. So I'm thinking I'm about ready, and that's going to come out this week. So what is this thing I'm talking about? It is, let me zoom out a bit here. Zoom out, zoom out. All right, that is as zoomed out as I think we get. see if I can raise that a little bit. There we go. Okay, that's as zoomed out as we get. So this is the Clover 45 millimeter rotary cutter. And I have never in my life used a rotary cutter before. Clover sent this to me for free for a review. I asked them for it, and the reason I asked them for it was, you guys may remember way back when I did, like 3 weeks ago, I did this pin thing. Well, I used it for that, and I used it to cut the fringe that was on the weaving. A while ago, I had made a scarf, a woven scarf, and I tried to trim the fringe off, and I tried it with scissors, and there was so much fringe, it was such a fine weave that I was like, you know, this would be so much easier with a rotary cutter. So I decided to ask them for it, and they sent it to me. So here is my Clover 45 millimeter rotary cutter that Clover sent me. Okay, so what I want to show you right now is how this works. Okay, so this is the blade in here. And I can do this all I want, and it's not going to cut me because this green plastic bit is protecting it. Okay, this screw is to, I believe, to remove the blade. So I haven't tried that yet, but I think that's what that one is for. This actually opens and closes the blade itself. So if you pull it like this, see how it pulls the guard back? Now the blade is exposed for cutting. And because it's round like that, you can cut like this, you can cut like this, you can hold it whatever angle you're at, which I didn't realize how important that was, but it's a very different angle when you're sitting and cutting something versus when you're standing and cutting something. So it's important for that to be able to work at both of those angles, and it does, it's perfect. It's got some nice thumb grips on the sides, and it works really smoothly and really well. So things I've used this on are cutting the fringe off of that sample of fabric for my pin display here. It did have fringe on it like this when it came off my loom, and I trimmed it down with this, and that worked really well, and that's what I'm going to show you here today. I also used it when I made my pet stairs, if you remember. The foam, here, let me flip back for a minute since I'm just talking to you. Do you remember the foam pet stairs that I made just a little while ago? I used that project foam from Fairfield, and I had to cut a section of it. So I used this. Obviously, it's not thick enough to cut through all 5 inches of the foam, but I was able to put a ruler down and score a perfectly straight line with this, which then gave me a guideline to run my knife through. So I think I got a much cleaner cut because I used this, and oh my God, it cuts foam like butter, you guys. The other thing I've used it on, and you cannot tell anybody this, okay, because I think all my sewing friends will kill me, is I used it to open a package that I got in the mail because it was right there, and it worked really well for that too. But just don't tell your sewing friends because they're like, oh no, fabric scissors on packages, all right. But yeah, and I probably shouldn't because, you know, that can dull blades and stuff, but it does work well if you want to get one for that. Okay, so back to the demo. Here we go. All right, so this is just it's a piece of weaving that I did for a tablecloth or like a runner. And this is the actual edge of the piece that I'm going to fold under and hem. So this is all waist here. So I'm going to play with this, but I'm not actually leaving it as fringe. So this is how I would cut it if it were fringe. Okay? So I see where my edge of my actual fabric is, and I'm going to line that up. I can see past here. I can't zoom out that far, but I can see past here to the lines on my mat. And I'm going to line up the edge with lines on my mat so that it's nice and straight. And then I'm going to take all the fringe and straighten it out like this so that it's all nice and straight, or at least to the point where I'm cutting it. Now, if I was doing this for real, I probably would wash this, separate each of the strands, make sure it's all lined completely nice and flat before I cut it, but this is just a demo, so I don't need to do that. And then you take a ruler or a straight edge, and I'm going to line that up with, let's say I want to cut it here, okay? So I'm going to line that up with that line on my mat. Got it? Now I'm holding it down really hard. I'm going to shift over a little bit. There we go. Holding it down really hard on my mat, and I just pop open my rotary cutter, okay, and run it from one edge down the other. Now listen to the cutting sound. You can actually hear this. Do you hear that? Okay, so we run it across the ruler, and I'm kind of angling it towards the ruler so that it fits in that groove. Here, let me show you that one more time. See how I'm angling it towards the ruler? So it creates that nice line there. And I didn't need to go several times. One cut would have done it. But there, and you can see that because I actually cut it in a couple different spots here. But it's a nice clean cut. And oh my God, you guys, that is the straightest fringe that I've ever managed to cut in my life. So if you do a lot of things with fringe and you want nice straight lines like that, there is nothing better than a rotary cutter. And yes, this is the first one I've ever tried, but I absolutely love it. So I can't really give you a comparison to other brands, but it cuts like butter even though I've been abusing it. And I'll have a full review coming out on that soon for you. But again, it's the Clover 45 millimeter rotary cutter, and that they sent me for the review. So that's it. That's the demo I had for you today. I can't think of anything else. I'm just going to pop over and see if anybody has any questions. I do see a few people are watching. Let me see on YouTube. We usually get a little more chatter on YouTube than we do on Facebook. Hello, everybody. Say hi if you're out there. Hi, Beth. Hi, Jane. See, I told you, more people say something on YouTube. So anyway, that's it if nobody has any questions, and I will talk to you next week. Have a good weekend. Bye.